that this bill be now read a second time, and I call the honourable member for Monash.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Thank you for the opportunity to speak on aged care once again after many, many times. And I support the member for Barker's remarks in full, in total, absolutely. Personally, I don't have a problem with where the bill is headed, and the Coalition has already announced that they will be letting this bill go through on the voices. Having said that, I have a major problem with implementation of the bill and the processes we've come to this point. The last thing the Prime Minister John Howard said to me before government was defeated and he was defeated was, "Russell, don't come and ask me for more money for aged care, because the incremental increase, the exponential increase, of monies put into aged care from the time I was first elected in 1990 till this time has been astronomical." So every government has had to increase the funds it outlaid on aged care. But I would put this to you: the implementation has always been the problem. It is the problem today. John and Betty come in the office. He's now in his 90s. He's living at home with his wife. All he wants is his lawn mowed, nothing else. He has a package, but the package can't be implemented because the agency that has the package hasn't got the staff to do it. And we find out recently with another inquiry we had that the agency that is charged with the responsibility of delivering the package has 88 people on its waiting list to get their lawns mowed or their gutters cleaned or whatever it was. 88 people just for lawns. Now, it may not seem a big thing to get your lawns cut, but in presentation and of the home and the ability of the person to actually mow the grass, yeah, his son comes in sometimes and does it, but there's other times you'd like the place looking nice. And we as a government have outlaid funds for them to do that, which was the old HAC program, the old Home and Community Care. It's been now transferred into private hands, and the private people are in it for profit, so therefore there's less funds to go out to the end user. My question, and I'm disappointed that I asked for a meeting with just an advisor to the minister at the start of this session, and I have been unable for anybody to come back to me from the minister's office. My question is this: if the provider is allocated that particular individual as a client of theirs, are they paid an administrative fee for the 88 people on their books who are not receiving the benefit? So if you've been given an aged care package, it's been agreed to by the government thinks it's done the right thing, it's put the packages out there for the people, look at what we've delivered, yet the people, the end user, is not getting the service that the government believes it has provided. This is not my only first request of providers. I've actually had them in my office and they say everything's fine, we're getting around to it, we'll get there, we'll do it when we get the staff. Or one provider said, "Oh, but we don't provide into your area really, but you have the responsibility for our area, for Gippsland. But they don't have the people in my particular area to do the jobs need doing for the people that live there." But the government believes that they've provided the packages. The government's done the right thing. It's provided the package. But where's the connection between the government response? And one of the things I said to former Prime Minister Scott Morrison was the number of people that have been taken out of the department that used to provide a direct service for troubleshooting in aged care, they're no longer there. A member of parliament like myself gets an 1800 number to ring, or the minister's office to ring, or a ministerial response, which could take ages. These people need the help now, not into the future sometime. We'll get round to it. So I want to know, if you have been given a package and that's been given to a provider to deliver, I say again, is that provider getting an administrative payment for that package when they are actually not delivering the service? And that's my message today. How are we going to be able to be responsible as parliamentarians for the government outlays, which the government has outlaid in good faith, right across this nation, to people who can still live in their homes and save the government millions on direct aged care in home, and they can still live at home and they can still operate, and because they're, we have every service we can make available to them, Deputy Speaker, to make their lives better in old age than they otherwise would be. But if those providers are receiving a benefit from government without providing the service, that has to stop, and it has to stop today. Because if they're not getting them, if they know they're not going to get the money, or even if after a reasonable period, say a month, that they've been unable to provide the service, that package has to be withdrawn and given to another provider who will undertake to deliver the service. I don't think that would be unreasonable. You can't keep someone package in your hands if you are receiving a benefit, and I'm guessing they are for the package, and not deliver the service. That's my point today. I know that every member of this House cares about older Australians, and none more than myself. I started volunteering, fundraising for an aged care facility, and we called the program A Cry from the Heart. And we raised the money and we built an aged care centre connected to our hospital. It's not new for me. It's been ongoing. I won't give up and I will continue. Thank you very much.
Order.